What's going on, everyone? Go and Take the History, coming to you from my car here for another evening edition of Haunted Discussions. In this a video series I started a couple weeks back on the various different supernatural topics, and it's something I enjoy doing. It's been a nice amount of different discussions that have been carried out on various different social media platforms, which has been nice to see. On various different social media platforms, you can write out really long-winded questions, which I believe have a lot of value. But in some cases, it's hard to get your point across with words. So sometimes, being able to put together a quick video seems to accomplish so much more than me trying to figure out what words I want to use to articulate what I'm trying to convey, questions I'm trying to ask, or discussions I'm trying to establish amongst the groups that I'm talking to. So today I was thinking about the idea of evil entities. Finding ourselves being in contact, interacting with the potential chance for not necessarily demonic, so to speak, but essentially just evil phenomenon. Individuals that have an evil presence, whether or not that's a active or intelligent supernatural entity that may not necessarily mean to take an offensive stance that could be seen as being potentially negative or harmful or evil, but just a generalized idea of potentially an evil entity. So I wanted to see what your experiences were with potentially demonic entities or phenomenon, if that so happens to be something you've been exposed to, or just in general, an evil presence, a supernatural being, a spirit, a ghost, or an entity, whatever you want to refer to this energy as. What are your experiences with these evil entities? I personally, for the best of my knowledge, have not really had any personal experiences with evil entities. However, I've seen countless times of how it's played out. I used a discussion not that long ago about spirit attachment. In some cases, especially demonic entities, may try to use our human-like presence or our bodies to try to attach to be able to sustain the amount of time they can spend in this world, or potentially to carry on with us, to continuing to carry out whatever plan or goal that the entity may have. But I just want to see what your thoughts were. I personally have not had any evil entities. There's been instances where I've had my name called out to me, and it's been in a deep voice, or may sound potentially frightening or terrifying, or along those natures. However, it could just be the fact of how the energy was trying, whether the supernatural being was trying to communicate. Sometimes it can come off in a way that may sound potentially negative in nature, but it may just be the circumstances. So I just want to see what your potential experiences were. Has anyone in these groups, taken and had any experiences with negative entities? And if so, what were your experiences? Were they something, did it potentially lead to you having any bodily harm? Did it lead to any psychological harm, physiological harm? And if so, how did you deal with that? Was it something that potentially your experiences and exposures to these entities, did it lead to a lasting impact on you? Was it something that was quick, that the exposure and the impact of that was just as quick from the moment that you were exposed to the entity versus the impact that it had on you? Or has it been long lasting? I tend not to want to make these videos too long. However, I just wanted to see what your experiences were. I personally have not had any that I can think of offhand that could be viewed as potentially being evil in nature or demonic in nature, or having an evil plan from face value, but doesn't mean I necessarily couldn't have been in the presence of a potential evil entity and just may have been lucky enough to not be impacted by such entity. So yeah, so just put down in the comments, what experience you've had, or how you would deal with these experiences if you were to have an experience. And as always, continue to look for the history in film, and let me know what you want to discuss later on in other haunted discussion videos. Have a great evening, everyone. I have some new videos posted on some various different topics. I'm going to be posting some new videos as we speak. I have a whole bunch sitting on the back burner just waiting for them to publish. And so yeah. So as always, if you like these videos, make sure to subscribe. That way you can continue to carry on the discussions with me. And whenever I post a new haunted discussion, a filming location, a haunted location, a sporting event, a historical location event, or a true crime series crime overview video, you will be in the buzz and you will be in the know when it happens. Until next time, see you guys later.